Hello and welcome back to Blue Moon Pathways. It is Rachel here for another Sunday update. And oh my goodness, what a week this has been. And it's only been 7 days. I've had my dog at the vet twice and she's back there again tomorrow. We have to rebandage her leg nightly at the moment because she has a pressure sore on her elbow, and you know a dog's elbow isn't the easiest thing to bandage, so she's currently wearing one of my socks. I was on earlies this week for work, so I was like, I'll get a lot of extra stuff done. That didn't happen. However, yesterday we had a very productive day. We have moved our little cat enclosure, or catio as we call it, around to a different place in the backyard. So we built another run, or extended the run, and the cats are loving it. They're loving the sunshine, so that's a plus. I did get a few more things organized for TikTok for updates so that I don't have to worry as much. I do have to pick a crystal for this week's crystal of the week because, as you've seen, I did not pick a crystal for last week. So instead I just did like a what is this form used for sort of thing. So I feel like I haven't actually shown anyone on here my baby, my creation. So my little affirmation cards. So this is the back of them all. And then they are all brightly coloured, little personalised, well, not personalised, but affirmations that I needed. But then what makes me a little bit different is I also have, so same design on the back of the card in black and white. Then you colour your own affirmation. You make it, you personalise it. You make it how you want it to look and how you want it to be. And I do also have them in grayscale. So yeah, that's actually what they are, which is really quite cool. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm still so madly in love with them. And I can't wait to sort of have more people get them and then sort of start to see how people colour them in if they're happy to share that with me. So that would be really cool. I am done the designs for the kids affirmations deck, so now I just have to write the affirmations to go along with them, so that's a plus there. I have started the images for the oracle cards, and I have also started images for tarot cards. So they're all going to have, like I said, the very similar sort of black and white versus color theme to them. So I'm really excited by that. And I'm really excited because, like, the thing that put me off sort of making my own tarot deck for so long was I don't really have the artistic capability to draw like the major arcana and all the 4 royal suits in the minor arcana. I never thought I had the ability to do that. And then the idea was that I would get people to pose for it and I would take the photos for it, because I do love taking photos. It's evident by all the people in my life that I've taken millions of photos of and have photos with and everything like that. But then I was like, oh, I don't really want to have to do like little mini photo shoots. So I found a way using my iPad and patience to sort of use what I already have and make it something that isn't quite what you would expect, and sort of be able to pull from people who I value in my life, whether they are past or present, and yeah, pull all that together. So I've also started creating something new that will be going onto the website soon. As you can see, I have been playing with it for quite some time. So I know people, these are done all around, lots of different companies and places do it. And I have just decided that I would start because I have idle hands and I like to keep busy and like to figure out a way to involve other aspects of my interests. And I am a big crystal girl. And yeah, after much sort of research and trial and error, I've made my first little crystal holder, which this is the best part about it, is to test whether I had done it properly. I have sat here for the like every time I've had this in my hand, I've sat here and just gone do and like tossed it around and just like been spinning it and fiddling with it to sort of check whether it would actually fly out, and it doesn't. So it is secure. Little braided strings to hold it all together, and I have different colors of this, so I was like, I can customize it. So ones like this will be done for raw stones. It's a very natural sort of thing. And then I also got some wire today to figure out whether I can do the wire wrap around my more, probably more like around this sort of stone. So like a polished larger stone. So not quite, so a large tumble or a large piece of, medium-sized piece of polished. So yeah, those are my two new endeavors that I will be working on, along with the Kids Affirmation deck, the Oracle deck, and the Tarot deck. I also had a suggestion last week to, because I do offer readings online, with apparently a great deal of detail. It's a little bit okay to look at. So what I do with a general online reading is you will get a video of me pulling the cards and giving you like instant, what does this card mean? What am I getting? What is the universe sending? And then you get a detailed transcript with the photos sent to you as well. So you sort of get to see both sides of how I work, which is cool. And then I had a suggestion from somebody who received a general reading to be like, hey, have you thought about running like a monthly subscription so that you get one reading every month and it just comes out of the account, like comes out of the customer's account, and you just automatically, you can pick a day in the next month that you'll receive your reading on, or you can just be like, I want to receive it on a Monday or a Tuesday, or like pick a day of the week and you'll receive it on that day. But you get one a month for a discounted price, which I really like that idea. So that is something that I'm going to look at running and adding to the website. I'm also going to add bigger readings, like the 12-month readings, so you get like one card for every month, and it sort of gives you like a brief year overview, which I've done for friends in the past as like mini Christmas presents, which is really fun, and I really enjoy doing that. So don't be surprised if people start to get more sort of blue moon pathways sort of things as the year progresses. What I also did was, for the first 33 people to order a deck, I'm also including an A4 affirmation card. Like, so every deck goes with a different affirmation card so that you can have them on like display, which is really nice. And I really thought that was a clever idea to sort of get my affirmations out and about, and also as a little thank you for all of your support, which is I much appreciated. I am also looking at, do you get the feeling that when I am involved in something, I like throw my whole passion and my whole body and my whole like brain power into it? That's pretty much what is happening here. I also want to start, now these are two very similar trains of thought, so there will be little guided meditation cards, and then I am also trying to figure out whether there is a way that I can pull from my joint project of Sound Prism Wellbeing and create like little mini Zoom groups or Zoom workshops. So like you pay a $10 joining fee each week, and on a Sunday or a Monday or whenever during the week, we'll pick a time that's good for everybody, or good for most of the people that want to join in, and we will do like little, hosted by Blue Moon Pathways or Sound Prism Wellbeing, and we will just go through a guided meditation, best ways to do them, how to get yourself comfortable, how to get yourself situated, how to just turn off and just let the universe take control for a little bit. So things are happening. Things are constantly changing and evolving and growing and developing. And I have this thing of always adding something new, because like I want to involve all different aspects of what makes me the happiest. And what makes me the happiest is my cards and my crystals. I also kind of want to turn some of my affirmations into like little mini bookmarks, because if you could see the other side of my room, there's another one of these shelves that is just full of books, and it actually sits it is just as high as these ones, and these ones go 1, 2, 6 high. So 6 high, 4 across. So what? 6 fours are 24? No. What are 6 fours? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. I was right. Why did I doubt myself then? So 24 books, 24 cubes full of books, and they're doubled. So our books have much the same effect as all of this does. So yeah, that is what I've been up to. So it's been a interesting week. It's going to get more interesting over the next 2 or 3 weeks, because there are some changes happening with the 9-to-5 job, where I'm going to be pulling a few more hours, I think. So there are some changes happening there. So me being me, you can tell that I know for myself, in the next 2 weeks, I am going to hit walls. And I know that coming into the next couple of weeks, that I am going to start hitting walls, and I'm going to start doubting myself and doubting whether I have the time and the energy and the patience to continue to push. So for me, knowing that moving forward is a very interesting aspect for myself, because I know that I'm going to struggle. So now the question is, do I let the negative voices and the struggle actually overpower me, or do I power through? Now, because I can see it coming and I know it's coming in myself, I have a little bit more control over it, because I can sit here and go, yes, I know that's happening, and I'm not going to let it take away the things that I find joy in. I'm going to actually hold on to the things that I find joy in and pull them closer to me instead of pushing them away from me. It just means I'm going to dedicate more time to this side of things, and actually sit down every day and focus on it and make the effort and push it forward and move it forward and keep it going. Even if it just feels like I'm spinning my wheels sometimes, movement is movement at the end of the day, and I need to keep movement going in this project, in this business. It's not a project, it's a business. But it's also a passion, and I want it to grow, and I want it to become more and more and more and more, and be able to focus more and more and more of my time on it, because this is where I am the happiest. This is where I am the calmest. And like, I made this at like 6 a.m. And I'm not an early riser. I am a night owl. I do not get up early. But at 6 a.m. in the morning, I was like, I'm going to try and make this. So I made this. And yes, it might not be perfect. A lot of what I do will be imperfect perfections, because I will almost completely have a whole deck of these that has like either a printing error or a cutting error, or like they just didn't line up properly. And I was like, yep, that'll be a perfectly imperfect deck that gets sold. And then I was like, no, it won't get sold. It'll be my copy of the deck, because I love perfectly imperfect pieces. Like, that is what draws me to crystals. That is what draws me to a lot of things in life. And like, I like to put it this way, like, I am perfectly imperfect. I am not a perfect human being. I never will be a perfect human being. I am flawed, and I have imperfections. And guess what? They're the part of me that I love the most. Do you know how long it's taken me to realize that I like my flaws, and I like my imperfections, and I like all the things about me that make me different and make me weird and make me unique? It's taken me my whole bloody life to figure it out. But guess what? When you get to this point, it's nice to be at this point. So I am happy. I am exhausted. But I am happy with the things that I am adding. If you can hear hammering, my mum is currently working on the catio out the back. So you can hear that dun 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 dun. Which is cool. Like, we're still adding to it and like making new ramps and new like little hangy things for them all to sit. Because I do have quite a few cats. That's for another day. I have too many animals, really. But you know what? I love my fur babies. I think having to take my eldest puppy, who's 12, to the vet this week, we were like, we didn't think she would be coming home with us at the end of the trip. We were worst case scenarioing it. So when the vet said no, we'll treat it, see if this works, bring her back in a couple of days. If it works, great. It's a treatable issue. It'll just be an ongoing issue. And then we went back and it was looking better, and we were like, oh, this is, and the vet was like, yep, this looks as though it's going to be something that you can treat with time and patience and energy. And so we take her back tomorrow, and hopefully he says the same thing again, that it is treatable, that it is looking better, and that we can actually treat it, because she's my baby. We only drove like 4 hours to get her when she was born, like when she was 8 weeks old. Like, who drives? Like, we went to the other side of the state to pick up a dog, and then brought her home and had like a little Macca's cup that we cut the top off and filled it with water, and she drank from that. It's also how she got her name of Ash, is because of where she came from. We called her Ash. And she's a stunning dog. She's gorgeous. But it's so funny to see her at the moment, because she's got like bandage, tape, and then a sock. Because she pulls it off, but she can't pull the sock off at the moment because it's like looped around her, so she can't get it off. Our other dog, on the other hand, is trying to pull it off, because they're friends, and she's trying to help her. She already took the because she can't go outside because it's wet, so she has to wear a plastic bag over her arm, over her leg, and the other dogs figured out how to take the plastic off. So it's been a stressful week, an emotional week, and I feel like it's just going to continue that way, because, you know, the universe is all like, woohoo, at the moment, and not exactly what we want. But next Sunday I get to go to the market, because my crystal lady is doing a market stall in the morning. So there's going to be a lot more babies to be bought and to be wrapped. And so how this is going to work with these, I've just realized I completely sidetracked myself. I am going to start with the little, technical glitch over my selfie stick thing that I'm using. It died and the camera went like this. Back to what I was saying. So how these will work on the website will be that the rope will be raw pieces, wire will be polished, but I am thinking I'm going to start with like raw pieces of rose quartz, howlite, black tourmaline, and a few other like must-have raw pieces, and wrap them and do them like that. And then the polished pieces in the wire will be very similar, that they will be like the crystals that I think you should have in your collection, or that I would carry with me at all times. So you will have, so when you buy them online, when they're on the website, which should be in the next like 2 weeks, let's say 2 weeks, you would get the holder and the crystal. So they'll come as a piece, because that's not coming out of there. So you buy them as a thing and you can interchange them. Obviously they will have longer things on, longer strings, so that you can tie them as a necklace, or have them as a keychain, or hang them from the car. What's it called? The rearview mirror. Even though you're not supposed to have things hanging from your rearview mirror, but you can have it like stored in the car somewhere nice and safe, for protection or for whatever else you need. So yeah, that's how that's all going to work. And in the future, what will happen is that there will be an option to fully customize them. So you pick the crystal, there will be an option of rope, cord, cotton, twine, whatever I'm using at the time, in different colors. So if you sort of wanted to do like, because it's 3 strands braided together. So you could pick like 1 or 2 colors or 3 colors and like braid them that way and wrap it around, or you can just leave it to, they'll be just stock standard like black and whites and some neutral colors, just so that the crystal still pops within it. So yeah, that's how that will work. I am hopeful that the kids' affirmation deck will also be up and running in the next 2 weeks, and then I will continue to work on the oracle cards and the tarot cards. It is funny because the oracle cards are what got me into it, and they are the ones that I am struggling to create the most. And then the meditation side of things will also flow along too. So yeah, there's a lot coming. But it's all really exciting, and I'm really happy about everything that's sort of coming. And I know it's going to be a slow process. Like, I am under no illusions that this is going to be like an overnight success sort of thing. It's going to be you work at it and you work at it and you work at it, and eventually you will get somewhere. But you know what? If I don't get somewhere for quite some time, I'm okay with that, because at the end of the day, I like my 9-to-5 job. And I love that this is what I spend the rest of my time doing. I'm happy. This is me. I'm a happy girl now. Happy woman, happy girl, happy me. Happy Blue Moon Pathways, really, because like that's what this was all about, was actually being able to reconnect and find some of my own joy and happiness and peace and serenity and calm in a very hectic world. And hopefully in the next 2 weeks, I'll have actually moved into a spare room and have an actual office space set up, and won't be running it out of my bedroom. Which will be nice, because I'll be able to branch out and stretch out, and I hit the guillotine. I hit the guillotine again. So yeah, I think that is it for me for this week. I still didn't pick a crystal. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to just go like really basic and do like tiger's eye. Although I did just see Septarian. And I do like Septarian. Might be going with Septarian. I could go with Labradorite. Could go with Labradorite, but I could also go with Septarium. This is tricky. Gonna be leave your guesses below. What do you think I will actually choose as the crystal of the week? Oh, and tarot of the week, we are nearly 2 suits down. So the Major Arcana is done. The Suit of Wands is done. The Suit of Cups has 3 more cards, and it is done. And then we have the Swords and Pentacles left to do. Oh, and yes, because the whole thing of me doing Learn Tarot with me was so that I would learn tarot and I would actually be able to remember better, because my memory can be shocking sometimes. And still, I am struggling with the meanings for some cards. But I think it's really ironic that the cards that I am doing, like the card a days that I am pulling to like write them out and do their meanings, every single one has hit on the right day. There is not one card where I've gone, oh, I don't understand that. Like, they're all hitting little points that I don't even realize that are affecting me, and that they are actually affecting me. And these cards are actually calling me out on things. And I'm like, I'm just doing Learn with me. It's like, how are you calling me out? Like, you shouldn't be able to call me out when I'm just doing something to learn and increase my like knowledge and my wisdom pool. But no, still, apparently, like, yeah, you pull one out and it goes, oh, ding, 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 ding. And this is like, so, sorry for the little tangent rant thing that just happened then. But, so the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of make a little cheat sheet, fun cheat sheet. I don't really want to say too much, because, like, I haven't seen it done. And, I'm really excited to do it, because I think it would be a fun way to learn with like-minded people like, because I have friends who are spiritually based as well. We bought decks together, we go to crystal stores together, we do Sound Prism well-being together, we go visit our satellite hearts, we buy from the same crystal lady, Dawning Crystals. We have a shared pool that, like, we are all involved in the same sort of things. We all have interest in the same sort of things. Even the friends of mine that aren't in that circle are still interested in this side of things, whether it is supportive or whether it is just purely an intrigued level and like a wonderment of so the idea is I have this idea in my head as to how I can sort of make learning tarot a little bit easier, a little bit funner, and a bit more of a shared experience, because I think we've all got different ways of learning. Some people learn by doing, some people learn by listening, some people learn by reading, some people learn by experiencing. And I'm like, well, you know what? I learn in 1,000,001 different ways depending on the topic. Like, there are some things that I can sit down, read a book, and I know it instantly. There are other things where I'm like, nope, not gonna figure it out. Like learning to make these. Like, I read how to do it. I watched a video on how to do it. And then I had to sit there and do trial and error until I figured out what I was doing wrong. There are multiple ways to learn. There is no right or wrong way to learn, but it's all about finding the way that works for you. So for me, I've been like reading meanings of tarot cards, taking what I gather as the main points and putting them on my Learn With Me tarots for the day, which is great. And I also I try and link them to a song or something that sort of like resonates. Although for the last 2 or 3 weeks, you will notice if you follow me on TikTok that you can pick my obsession of the week based on the music choice I was using. So 3 weeks ago, I was fully obsessed with Young Royals. So Crystal of the Week had one song from that show and Tarot had another song. The next week it was Heartstopper. And so they had that music involved. And then I was obsessed with Rocket Man and Elton John and Taron Egerton. So it was all that sort of music. And this week, Harry released an album. So it's all Harry. And can I just say, I am so looking forward to February when he is touring Australia and I can go and hear this album live, because oh my goodness, within 2 minutes, I saw the list of songs, his album song list, and I was like, that's going to be my favourite song. I was really hoping that the favourite song was going to be this upbeat, peppy thing. No. It's an emotional bop that makes you cry. I don't get how he can make an emotional bop that makes you want to sit down and cry in a puddle. But yeah, it's been a nice week. That was just a great one to top it off, was getting to hear Harry's album and use all his songs in upcoming TikToks and things like that. So yeah, that is it for me. There will be a lot more coming in the next couple of weeks. Like I said, I'm going to aim to make June, July sort of the really big whoop push for the website and for everything, and we'll see what we can do, because if you're Australia based, June is tax time. So the new financial year starts in July. So I think 1st of July we'll do another big launch push to promote the business, because like I said, promoting the business is hard, because whenever I have to word anything, I'm wording it as we, because it's hard to put my face and my name to it. So it's Blue Moon Pathways does this, or Blue Moon Pathways does that, or we do this, or we do that, or we are, and I kind of make it seem like there is more people involved than just little old me. But that is just a confidence thing that comes along with the negative little voice in the head that I am trying to quieten down, because she doesn't need to have as much say in things as she does. So I'm going to make her shh for a little bit. So yeah, that is it for this Sunday. I know I posted a little bit later today, but like I said, building a catio, had to go in to help at work, then had to go and get bandages and things for the dog. So now I'm going to have dinner. Because, you know, food. Hungry. Food. But yeah. Alright. I'll see you all next Sunday at some point, because next Sunday is a busy day for me. It's Crystal Day and it's a birthday, not mine. One of the little monkeys in my life. It's their birthday. And we're having a party. We're gonna party. We're gonna party. We're gonna party. In case you can't tell, like, I really, really like going to birthday parties. I like going to parks and just, like, anything that, like, brings out your little inner child, like that joy thing. I like that, so, yeah. Alright, I will see you next Sunday. Bye. Hello, and welcome back. Cotton wrapped ones. My whole phone just fell. That was really weird then, wasn't it? Did the battery die in the little holder? Hold on, nope, come back here.